In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B walks on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk, we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk, we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk, we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk, we watch, where the passion runs deep. For the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Through the sweat and the tears, the blood and the fight, B-Wop tells the stories under the bright lights. In the silence of the night, when the crowd fades away, he's the echo of hope at the end of the day. With a heart full of dreams.
Are you practicing to practice, or you practicing to be great? Which way am I going?
What's coming? You on the way.
What's going on, family? What's going on? It's Monday. It is Monday afternoon. It's the afternoon drive right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. The only thing that I ask that you do, hit that like button as you come in. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. You just got to hit that like button. Get this video into the algorithm, if you don't mind, to help this brother out, because I got a story that I must tell. It won't be long, but I'm going to tell it. Look at here. Also, while you're at it, if you would like to continue to support the broadcast, only thing I ask that you do, if you can afford it, join the membership. Join the membership, and it will continue to help Sports Talk with B. Watts grow. And I appreciate it. Each one of you who already have. Got a new member today, Miss Debbie Garcia. Want to say thank you for everything that you have done and sacrificed to support Sports Talk with B. Watts. Let's welcome Miss Debbie to the family, because, hey, we're in this thing together. We are in this together. Like I say, my goal is to have 100 members by the first game of the season. And right now, with Miss Debbie joining me, oh, I got Miss Mimi too. Oh man, yeah, I'm halfway now. I am halfway now. I didn't see that one. Thank you, Miss Me, for being a member of Sports Talk with B. Watts. Man, y'all throw that was over me there. That shot me there. Yeah, you got in on me there. I appreciate you though. And like I say, appreciate Miss Garcia also. Once again, I won't be alone because I got a 8 o'clock show tonight. I love CC. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat before I start. RD. Appreciate it. Auntie RD is in the building. We appreciate you. Let's see who else I got. I said I love CC. I appreciate her. Jizza, what's going on? How you feeling? My boss lady, Miss Phyllis Smith. How you feeling today? Yes. Thank you, Miss Me. Thank you. Who else I got? MH, what's going on? Oh man, I got a good one. I got a good one. Ain't gonna last long. X in the cut. What's going on? I got a good one. Ain't gonna last long. You better hang in here with me. Miss V, appreciate you for being a member. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly, everybody. Black Face, what's going on? Portia Harrison, how you feeling? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, y'all watching Sports Talk with B. Watts on a Monday. Hey, and I appreciate all the love that y'all have shown your boy. Look at here. Don't forget to come back 8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to talk about the Shedeur Sanders revealing his new uniform. All right? All right? That's going to be a good show. That's going to be a longer show. But right now, this is going to be a shorter show. All right? Hit the like button once again. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Get this video in the algorithm. Look here. I've seen something the other night. I wasn't going to do this show because I'm past this. But hey, when they drove me to the New York Giants website and their Twitter page, I just looked at it. I looked at the whole video. Let me tell y'all something. They deliberately smeared Shedeur Sanders' name. I'm gonna tell you why. This just me. This just me now. Miss Kim and Nash Williams, how you doing? I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. They deliberately, one person, maybe two, one or two person deliberately smeared Shedeur's name during that draft process. Go over there on their website, or you can go over there on their Twitter page. That's why I went. And I got some videos that I'm going to show. And you make your own, you come to your own conclusion of the story I'm finna tell. Like I told you, there was a division in the house of the New York Giants. The person on the left, they got the New York symbol, on his jacket. His head looked like mine. We ain't got no hair. That's the head coach. On the right is the general manager. That's the person who you saw several occasions up there in Boulder, Colorado. Why he was up there, B. Watts? I'm glad. The general on the right, he's the one that wanted to do it. Don't want to. That's the truth. He the head coach. Here's some things that I'm going to let you know about. I'm not trying to change your mind about the situation. I'm just going to give you my point of view. And it is what it is. Where New York Giants got to wear this. See, a lot of people wanted to do it in New York because of the big city, the bright lights, and all. They like the color, the blue, to go with their blue jeans, Lee's, Levi, Jordache, Calvin Klein, whatever kind of blue jeans you wear. They want the blue against the blue so they can match up with their blue hat turn around and they Nike's blue shirt, shoes. Well, they want the same thing for Shedeur, Las Vegas Raiders. Black shirt, black hat, black pants, Levi's, Lee's, black Nike shoes match up. It can't be because they win, because they ain't won that. They want to match up the color wise. They didn't want them in Cleveland. Orange, brown, that don't go good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many people wearing them kind of colors. Well, guess what? To make a long story short, I got 15 minutes to get this off. The New York Giants put a video out on their website about the interview with Jaxson Dart. Now, hear me. Jaxson Dart is a good quarterback. He ain't no Shedeur. I'm on record. I'm on record saying that Jaxson Dart, who they drafted in the 3rd round, is a better quarterback than Cam Ward to me. Because I've been checking him out for the last 3 to 4 years in college. He can play, but he ain't no Shedeur. Long way off Shedeur. But check this out. They put that video out of the head coach and they staff interviewing Jaxson Dart. Remember, before they went through that chat, Miss Phyllis, Miss Debbie, I love CC, Kimberly Nash Williams, X in the cut. Before they went through that interview, they put out the bad information on Shedeur. What did they say? They said an unknown person said Shedeur didn't interview well. He didn't know the playbook installed. They said the head coach of the New York Giants said he was upset with Shedeur because Shedeur could not identify the errors in the play that they put on the board in that playbook. Be wise. Look here. If you go over to their website or their Twitter page and you look at the video of them with Jaxson Dart in the room, it ain't nothing like they said Shedeur. Matter of fact, they did not even treat Jaxson Dart as Carter, who they picked from Penn State, as the number 3 pick, the 3rd player of the NFL draft. They made him stood up to the bowl and write out every detail. But Jaxson Dart, oh, y'all, they gave him the answer to the question. Oh, B. Watts, you ought to stop. No, I ain't. They gave him the answer to the question. They gave him the plays to remember. Oh, man, how I need to put this? Yeah, I got to go and say it like I got to say it. They just gave him the plays to memorize before that meeting. The head coach is on tape telling him, I need you to go up there to that board and diagram a play like we talked about. He told him, say, hey, I need you to go up there to that board and diagram a play that we talked about. Why are you talking? Why you been talking to him? I tell you what, the first thing is Jaxson Dart didn't even come in the building with no playbook. But Shedeur got a playbook. Why Shedeur got to have a playbook? Jaxson Dart didn't have no playbook. Okay, I'm finna show you. You be your own judge. Let it be you judge it. You tell me, did he walk in now with a playbook? Here we go.
What's up, buddy?
Morning.
All right.
Good, how are you?
Real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So, first thing, obviously, is the cadence. That's how we start.
I got to stop that right there. I got to stop it right there. Yeah. That's a orange notebook. You know what a notebook is, right? Huh? We've all been to school. We all been to class. We all been to school. We all been to class. We all been in front of somebody have taught us something. That wasn't no playbook. That was a notebook. A notebook is for you to take notes because somebody is teaching you something. They was teaching Jaxson Dart the playbook, the install. They weren't trying to trick him. They was giving him the answers to the question. So when they got ready to report back to the owner, oh Lord, have mercy, y'all making me hot up here. I gotta take this tie off. Boy, look at here. When they had to report back to the owner, they had to let him know, no, this thing was equal. Shedeur didn't know the install in the playbook, but Jaxson Dart, they told him the plays. They saw him. They probably gave him the notebook, orange. orange. Your color is blue. If they really had wanted Jaxson Dart or Shedeur to have a playbook, the Giants logo would have been on the front page. You know, in the video, when Shedeur went on his first day and he pulled out that book, and it was what color? Orange. With what on now? The emblem on now. The Cleveland Brown. That video I just showed you didn't have nothing to do with no New York Giants. That was a notebook. They sought Shedeur. The head coach didn't want Shedeur. Why he didn't want Shedeur? Cause of Coach Prime. Everybody know, even the NFL coaches, GMs, owner, and us knew that Coach Prime and Shedeur wanted to go to New York City. It's on video. I showed it to you the other day. Coach Prime said up there. The man kept asking Cleveland. He said, say what? Cleveland. That's what Coach Prime said. We praying for New York. Well, why the head coach didn't want Shedeur in New York? Because if he had a loss this year, if you go back and check his track record as a head coach at New York, the New York Giants, he don't have a losing season every year. He know this is last year. If he lose, and he know he gonna lose, with Shedeur, Coach Prime gonna get that job. That's the fear of everybody. All 32 coaches, all 32 teams are losing because they heard Coach Prime said the only way that I would consider coming to the NFL is to coach my two boys, my two sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, on the same team. Oh, yeah. They heard it. You know, if I heard it, they had to hear. That's the fear. That was the fear. If I don't get this first season right with Shedeur as their quarterback, guess what? Prime coming. Coach Prime is coming. And the owner going to give him a shot. Why? They saw Coach Prime turn around Jackson State. They saw Coach Prime still turn around Colorado. It don't take no rocket science to do this now, y'all. Check this out. Once again, Jaxson Dart did not have a playbook.
What's
Look
up,
at it close.
All right. Good, how are you? Look, me.
Yeah, we just got to grab it.
All right, so first thing, obviously, is the cadence. That's how we start the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So you get in the huddle, you're called to play. Before you can start on your cadence, the number one thing you got to do is make sure what?
Everybody's set.
Everybody's set, everybody's in the right spot. You control that, all right? That's the job of the quarterback.
Oh, thumbnail, man. They thumbnails. They telling him everything. They ain't asked him no question whatsoever got to do with a playbook install. They telling him what he need to be when he get there. They giving him the heads up what I'm trying to tell you of what's going on. And as the video gonna continue to play, they gonna ask him, the head coach, go to that board and draw out what we talked about on the phone. They cut that part out, but you gonna hear it. He said what we talked about. He gonna go to the board, and as he get ready to draw up that play, they're gonna cut from it. Yeah. Why did they cut from it, Bernard Watts? B. Watts. Why did they cut from it? They did not want you to see, nor that owner to see, what Jaxson Dart did not know, because he didn't. Because if you go back and watch the video of Carter, they played the whole thing. But guess what? You don't never see the video of Shedeur on their website nor their Twitter page. Boy, something just, Keith Sweat says something just ain't right. Look here. Watch this. If you think I'm telling you, Ted, you watch this. Here is what the video is. Here's the video.
What's up, buddy? Good. All right. Let's play one more game.
All right.
Turn around. What's up, buddy?
Morning.
All right. Good, how are you? Look, me.
Yeah, we just got to grab it.
All right, so First thing, obviously, is the cadence. That's how we start the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So you get in the huddle, you're called to play. Before you can start on your cadence, the number one thing you got to do is make sure what?
Everybody's set.
Everybody's set, everybody's in the right spot. You control that, all right? That's the job of the quarterback.
Y20, Y27.
Good.
Okay, stand up on that board. Write down the 4 suffixes for motions that we talked about. Now, go ahead and teach those to me in a matter of like a minute.
We're going to move on to pass protection now, all right?
Yeah. Yeah. I told they wasn't going to show up. The head coach said, list the 4 things that we talked about, and you need to explain it back to me in less than a minute. And then it went to the other coach. You know why they didn't show that? He did not know the play. He didn't know the play. We want to see what he knew, but they didn't show that. They showed everything else, but they didn't show what he know and what he didn't know. Let me tell y'all something. When you interviewing somebody to be your quarterback, this with Jaxson, Dart, or Shedeur, you're not trying to find out what they don't know. You trying to find out what they do know. What they do know. The head coach. Tell me, get up there to that board. He talking to him like he a real boss. And this dude here just ain't nothing. Get up there to that board and write out those 4 steps that we talked about. Talked about in that playbook, in that install. And then when he got up there to that board and get ready to do it, they went to the other guy. They cut it out. They did the bucket. They edited. They didn't want us to see that part. But as that video kept going, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Something else came up. Go back. Here we go right here. I'm going to play a little part of this before I play the whole thing. I want you to watch this. Remember, the playbook. He ain't got no playbook. They didn't give him no playbook. They only gave Shedeur Sanders a playbook. If you really had a playbook, you bring that playbook to that meeting. If you're going to do a install over the playbook, and if you got to do a teach back, oh, you ain't finna fool be what? Here we go.
The most important thing that you have to know going from college to the pros, there's going to be more of them, and you have to know how to protect yourself.
Kind of draw a blitz. Let's all assume that the 4 down linemen are blitzing or rushing, okay?
Yeah.
Draw a blitz from the remaining 7 guys that we could not pick up in this protection.
57 pro, who's the mic?
Once again, the head coach tell him, say, hey, go to the board and draw up a blitz. He let them know a blitz is fin to come. He let them know heads up. What talked about. And as he was up there, they took the part out when it was his time to explain it with the other coach. But here's the kicker. Lord, have mercy, talk be what today. Hey, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, ball. You really gonna trip on this. Here's the kicker. Let me see, can I find? I tell you what, I'm just gonna play the whole video and then we'll talk about it. The video is 2 minutes. Hang in here with me. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. I'm gonna play the whole video, then we'll come and talk about it.
Good, how are you?
Real quick.
Yeah, we're just gonna come over. We're gonna grab it.
All right, so
Hit the like button.
obviously is the cadence. That's how we start the
Stay
whole
in the
thing,
chat.
right?
Talk back
So
to me,
you get
chat.
huddle,
Put
you
the
call
video
the
in the
play.
algorithm.
Before you can start on your cadence, the number one thing you got to do is make sure what?
Everybody's set.
Everybody's set, everybody's in the right spot. You control that. All right, that's the job.
They telling him everything.
Y20, Y27.
Good.
Okay, stand up on that board. Write down the 4 suffixes for motions that we talked about.
They got
Now,
Dabo.
go ahead and teach those to me in a matter of like a minute.
We're gonna move on to pass protection now. All right.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, this is the most important thing that you
Boy,
have to
you didn't know.
going from
Look at him
college
rubbing his neck.
to the pros. There's going to be more of them, and you have to know how to protect yourself.
Draw a blitz. Let's all assume that the 4 down linemen are blitzing or rushing, okay?
Yeah.
Draw a blitz from the
Tell him
remaining
to
7
play.
guys that we could not pick up in this protection.
57 pro. Who's the mic?
The mic is 41.
Good. Who's the
They
will?
took it. They edited
Do you
that
have
part.
any issues to the strong side here with the protection?
No.
If you did, if he was coming down and getting on the line of scrimmage, you would say what?
Over.
Great.
Good job, buddy. Tell me what this tight end's doing that you don't like.
He should be pushing for leverage.
Yeah.
Excellent.
If I said gun diesel right, 56 F my canner, who's running the shallow?
Nah.
Who's running the
This the
curl?
one, y'all. This the one.
X running the post. The Z. Who's running the middle?
The Y.
Good. All right. Let's play one more game.
All right.
Turn around.
Wow. Wow.
Turn. Toss. If you would have pointed the other one out.
Good. Nice, buddy. Good work. You threw it out in there. Good job, buddy.
That's cap, bro. That's cap. That's cap. He told the last phrase. He said, "Let's play a game." Remember, he said before that, "Let's talk." Don't you know the last thing that they talked about was that last play? They gave him the head up. He told Jaxson Dart to turn around, and he just went up there and just started drawing X. Don't you know in that conversation before this meeting, he told Jaxson Dart, the last thing I'm going to ask you, and you need to remember this being videoed. The last thing I'm going to ask you, and you got three answers. Always go with the last one. You ain't got to worry about the first 2 answers. Go to the last one, and that's the answer you need to give me back. And what did he do? He gave him the answer, which the head coach had gave him a heads up on. And that's why he threw him that shirt. But they saying Shedeur didn't know the play, the teach back, the install. What did he know? What did Jaxson Dart know on his own through that playbook? He didn't have no playbook. He had a notebook, a orange notebook. Scandalous. A scandalous in New York. And that's the team y'all really wanted Shedeur to go to, but you don't want him in Cleveland. I don't trust Cleveland. I don't trust their ownership. I don't trust the general manager nor the head coach in Cleveland, but you want him to go to New York? That pull of wool like that. Get out of here. Get out of here, New York Giants. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that Shedeur didn't end up in New York. It's a blessing that Shedeur Sanders did not end up in New York because they fake. They are fake. The general manager wanted Shedeur. Oh, yeah, he wanted him. But the head coach didn't. He's on record, and I saw his interview when they asked him what went into their pick for Jaxson Dart. And he came out bluntly and said, I wanted Jaxson Dart because he reminds me of Josh Allen. Well, who is Josh Allen? He's the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. The head coach was his offensive coordinator. That's how he got that head coach as the New York Giants, because he trying to say he developed Josh Allen into the quarterback that he is right now. He's a last year MVP. Matter of fact, in my book, Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the league. He been that dude for the last 3 years to me. He been that dude. But that head coach, I give him credit. He did do that. But he can't tell me Jaxson Dart, no Josh Allen. That ain't true. That's a lie. That's a cap. He didn't want Shedeur because of Coach Prime. He didn't want Shedeur because of Coach Prime. And that whoever the source was that put that out about Shedeur, I don't know. But the word on the street, he got fired. And who was it? As you look in that interview, I ain't but two brothers in there. You go check out their website for their staff member on that coaching staff. One of them brothers missing. All I got to tell you that this ain't no made up show. This just the truth. Yeah. This just the truth. Look at here. Man, it's a blessing. Shedeur did not go to New York City. He's where God wanted him to be. Even though if Shedeur wanted to be in New York City, I know he was in the streets, downtown New York, throwing the ball to the wide receivers out there in that cold when it was coming up to the draft, Naples. I know he was throwing it to him. I know he wanted to go through. I know he had the clicks, his shoes with the New York Giants symbol on it while playing in college. I know Coach Prime said they was hoping and praying for the New York Giants, but that ain't where God wanted him to be. He wanted him in Cleveland, and he got a chance. He has a chance. Shedeur Sanders has a chance to prove everybody, wrong up there in Cleveland. Because he ain't got to compete with no foolishness, nobody but a 41-year-old quarterback in Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel. And that's it. And if Shedeur can't beat those three clowns out, excuse me, I'll take that back. They're not clowns. All right. If Shedeur can't beat those three quarterbacks out, Shedeur should not be quarterback in the NFL. That's just a straight out fact. And I know without a shot of a doubt, he can beat those guys out. Kenneth Pickett, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel. All three of them bag up quarterbacks. They bag up quarterbacks. Shedeur is a franchise quarterback. He's where God wants him to be. And that's in Cleveland. Cleveland, Ohio, as a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. And that owner know he done struck gold. He ain't crazy. He's not crazy. He didn't become the 10th wealthiest billionaire that own an NFL team. Ain't but 32 on, and he number 10. That franchise is number 10. Even though you don't like Cleveland, even though you saying they are a losing organization. Well, can't but one team win every year. Tell me how many Super Bowl Dallas not won since the last time they won. Like I said, they got the number ranked, the 10th ranked owner in the Cleveland Browns, $8.5 billion. He didn't become no billionaire by being crazy. He see the numbers that Shedeur out there throwing up. He see the numbers on Twitter. He know what the public is talking about. He know who helped the NFL out during the draft. It lasted 3 days. Who you think? Or who do you know from the past that stayed and watched a NFL draft for 3 days? They were waiting to see where Shedeur gonna go. And Shedeur is driving the people to Cleveland. The ones that like him and the ones that don't like him. And the ones who know he was mistreated. They in Cleveland. They're gonna root for Cleveland. Even though we rooting for the Falcons. Even though we rooting for Baltimore Ravens. Even though we are San Francisco 49ers fans. We still gonna be tuning in and rooting for Shedeur because of the way he was treated. All because his father, his dad, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, had a dream. Oh, this story is in the Bible. Go to Genesis chapter 40 and read it through 45. You remember? Joseph. Read the Bible. I ain't trying to throw your religion in here. I'm just trying to tell you everything that happened in life is already not happening in the Bible. I'm just trying to tell you. This is the story of Joseph. He had brothers. He told them about a dream that he had. And guess what? Their brothers didn't like where they were going to be in the dream. Coach Prime had a dream. Stephen A. Man, I sure don't want Prime up there in Colorado. I want him in the NFL. Skip Bayless. Man, I do not want Prime up there in Colorado. I want him in the SEC or the NFL. Okay. Michael Irvin, his best friend, his dog. Man, I don't want Prime up there in Colorado. I want Prime at the Dallas Cowboys. Coach Prime had a dream. Joseph, Genesis 40 through 45, had a dream. Told it to his brother. I just got a dream. He didn't tell him what the dream was. They sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites. They sold him. And guess what? Boy, Lord, I don't mean to take this thing this way. I'm just trying to tell you the whole story is in the Bible. It's Joseph. They punishing Shedeur because of Coach Prime had a dream. He told you only way I would come to the NFL, Lord, how much if I can coach. Not one, but both of them, two of them, my son, that's Shedeur and Shiloh. They punish him because his dad had a dream. And they didn't like the head coach. The head coach of the New York Giants didn't like where he was going to be in that dream. Why? Where he was going to be in the dream? He going to be out of there because he going to be the head coach of his son. Of his son. I'm sorry to bring that in there, but it is. Everything that happened in life is in the Bible, y'all. It don't happen before. It don't happen before. It don't happen before. They did him wrong. They set him up just like they did Joseph. Matter of fact, some around the 42 or the 45th chapter. Read it for yourself. They took Joseph's coat off because Joseph was known to be covered by the grace of God. They took his coat off. When somebody take your coat off, you know what they really doing? They uncovering you to show your blemish. Yeah. To show you your faults, that you ain't perfect. They took Shedeur's coat off to show Coach Prime, you don't run this. I'm just being honest. It's in the Bible. They took his coat off. Genesis chapter 40 through 45. It's somewhere in there. I know it's right there. It could be 42 or 45. Genesis. They took his coat off. They killed a baby calf. It's in the Old Testament, the Bible. They dipped that coat in his blood and they boxed it up and shipped it back to his dad. Oh, how much is Jesus? Because his dad thought the world of Joseph. Coach Prime thanked the world of Shedeur. They took his coat off and dipped it in some blood. They killed a baby calf, put it in a box, and shipped it off to his dad to let his dad know that Joseph had died. That's his heart. And when they got back to his dad, they said, hey, is that his coat? And his dad know, yeah, that's his coat. They faked his own brothers. They faked their own brother's death. They faked an interview with Shedeur and put it out there to get it back to his dad. Lord, how much, boy, you teaching tonight. I know it ain't Bible study. I know the Lord ain't called me to preach, but boy, Lord, how much. This story is in the Bible. Joseph, they tricked him. But you know what happened later on in that story? As you get down in the goody, a chapter Genesis, yeah, They messed around and sold Joseph to Egypt. Shit, Joseph became the prince of Egypt. The devil meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. They sent Shedeur to Cleveland, and he finna be the starting quarterback of Cleveland. He gonna be the star of the NFL. He already the star of Cleveland. They talking about him from the West Coast, East Coast, North, South, everywhere. He's finna be the prince of Cleveland and the star of the NFL because he bringing not only Colorado fans, he gonna be bringing the people who've been following him. No, they did him wrong. They did him wrong. Matter of fact, I'm finna show you a picture, and I just want you to follow me here of the story, right? You can make your own judgment. I got that. I get that. That's what we all got to do. Everybody got an opinion. That owner ain't crazy. He know what he got. He knows Shedeur is his quarterback. And that head coach, he know, boy, I like everything Shedeur bring to the table. I don't see nothing in him from his dad. Shedeur is his own man. And they looking at that. The players are looking at that. And watch this picture right here. The head coach. Yeah. Boy, that's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. And he telling that GM, boy, this dude here gonna save our job. We are not finna be the laughing stock of the NFL no more. And soon as that Kentucky Derby was over, that owner came to the rookie minicamp. I got a question to you, chat. What owner have you seen at a rookie minicamp when it first started? I ain't talking about no 1 day or 2 days. He was there all 3 days. Horse just won the Kentucky Derby or the Belmont Sweep. And he there with his Izard or polo sweater on, with his Gucci glasses on, with his blonde dyed hair, gray hair, looking at him. Boy, y'all get out the way. I do not want to see no Dylan Gabriel. I want to see what Shedeur look like up under my son. And he wearing number 12. He told you what I'm going to show you tonight. Don't call me 2 no more, because if you call me 2, you disrespecting me. I'm 12. That show coming tonight at 8. Oh, yeah, I'm 12. And don't you get it twisted. And I'm here to tell you, even though y'all mad at me, y'all let me and my brother sit out there draft, and I'm going to be honest, y'all got to me. Y'all got to us. Y'all did what y'all did. Y'all made me pay because of what my dad said. But guess what? Boy, y'all just don't know. Y'all gave me a chance. And that's all I need is an opportunity. Everybody in America just want an opportunity. And they gave it to him. And he finna ride with it. He done told you. I ain't worried about nothing else. I got an opportunity. And I'm finna take advantage of it and go out here and ball out. He must. Now, hear me on this. Hear me on this, chat, and everybody tuning in. I know it was just a minicamp. I get that. I get that. I know it was just a minicamp. But Shedeur got to win every day. He got to win every day. Reality setting in. He's a 5th round draft pick. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Everybody knows he's a 1st round talent draft pick. Ain't nobody crazy. But check this out. Like I was telling you, Shedeur Center, he doing everything he need to do. He getting along with his teammates. He taking a picture with them. He ain't running for nothing. I know his dad is in his ear. Tell him, that's all right, son. That's all right, son. We are battle tested. Boy, you are son. Even Shedeur stood up there and told him, "What, boy, do you know who my dad is? Huh? But we don't shrink the pressure. We apply pressure. And Shedeur is out there. Yeah, you heard the little kids. This where it gonna get them at right here, family. This where it gonna get them at. This young boy, check this out. His father got to be 30 years old. His grandfather got to be at least 50. And guess what? He gonna want a ticket to go to a game to see who? 12. Shedeur. He don't want to go to the fair no more. He don't want to go to the Denver basketball game. He gonna want to go to see Shedeur. And the kid reporter said, "Who are you most excited to play with in the NFL?" And Shedeur hit him with the Cleveland Browns. What God meant for evil, what the devil meant for evil, boy, the God meant it for his good. He finna make everybody look stupid. I don't like using that word. He finna make them look crazy. And check this out. Shedeur know the game. He done told us. But I always go to kids because they know my journey. And my dad used to hang out in the dog pound. I told my dad, you cannot hang out in that dog pound no more. Dress like you dress. Running around with a hard helmet on, running around with a green or orange over jacket on, or a army or a navy or a military jacket out there in 20 degrees with a dog bone in your mouth. Well, son, what I got to wear? You got to put on your jersey with 12. You got to go buy you a Cleveland Browns hat. And Dad, you need to go buy your Rolex. And what I'm going to do? Wrist it up, Dad. Wrist it up. Wrist it up. That's what you got to do. Yeah. Boy, we finna change. We fit to change that dog pound. It ain't going to look like how y'all used to look. Oh, you finna see some brothers out there now. You finna see some aunties out there now. See you, auntie. You finna see. We wristing it up. Gold watches, silver watches, black watches, leather watches. Everybody got a watch. Shedeur, you the man, Shedeur. Wrist it up. Wrist it up. Wrist it up. You watching Sports Talk. Will be watched by the digital airways of YouTube. I'm swearing. Boy, I forgot. I came right in and didn't turn no air on or nothing. But I'm giving it to y'all. I want to thank my new members. Appreciate you for joining the membership. Look here. Look here. You need to come back tonight at 8 o'clock. Boy, I'm going to put on a movie. You hear me? Netflix. I'm your man. I'm your man. ESPN. Fox. No, I don't want Fox. ESPN. You better come get me while I'm hot. I'm telling you. I'm going to wrist it up. We wristing it up. The dog pound finna change. The dog pound is finna to change. Who gonna change it? 12. Who gonna change it? 12. He told you. Don't call me 2 no more. That's a sign of disrespect. That's a sign of disrespect. I'm 12 now. I was 2 at Jaxson State University. I was 2 at Colorado. But I'm a grown man now. I was up under my dad back there. I'm a grown man now. I got this. I got this. I can stand on my own. Oh, yeah. You already know.
Yeah, these are your options. For a speedplex, these are going to be your top. How you doing? Fantastic. How are you? Very good. Fantastic. So this scan for this helmet is the same scan for that helmet. They've actually made new padding. This padding, it looks like that other one that's like that 3D printed padding. God, I've had so many quarterbacks wear this one. If I have this, how tight and loose Like,
I just
you
want
like
it
it
up a little
pulled up a little bit?
I like it like, I like to be sunk in my helmet.
Something like that. Tight enough?
Yeah.
Like, left it like right around that?
Yeah. It's perfect.
Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
You're set.
Appreciate it.
So good to meet
Appreciate
you.
it,
All the
man.
best.
He says, so good to meet you. Yeah, you ain't the only one. So good to meet you. But Big George, he got a message for you, Shedeur. Your former offensive line coach. Yeah, Big George. Talk to him.
You ever feel that moment when your name is being called, the pressure starts rising, and everything in you wants to second guess it? Well, let me tell you something. You don't need more time. What you need is more trust in your preparation, your prayer life, and your God-given authority. See, Luke 12:12 will help you because what it says is the Holy Spirit will teach you at the time exactly what to say. So what that means is you don't ever have to rehearse your greatness. You just have to be ready for it when it's time to lead. So whether it's in your job, with your family, your faith, or that hard conversation that you've been avoiding, don't stop.
Look at me. You know I love you, right? You love your dad? Yes. You love your mom? Look at me. You know I love you, right? You love your dad? Yes. You love your mom? Yes. It's okay to love both of us. You hear me? You don't have to love me and hate her, or love her and hate me. You don't have to. It's okay. I love all my kids. The love I have for you is special, baby. Why? Nobody could take it.
What's up, buddy?
Morning.
All right.
Good. How are you?
Real quick. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Morning.
Look at me. You know I love you, right?
I didn't mean to hit that button. Oh man, I mean, come on,
Look at me.
laptop. Come
You know I
on now.
love you,
Don't
right?
do me like that.
You love your dad? Yes. You love your mom? Yes. It's okay to love both of us. You hear me? You don't have to love me and hate her, or love her and hate me. You don't have to. It's okay. I love all my kids. The love I have for you is special, baby. Why? Nobody could take it because God created you separate. You your own entity, baby. You are Shedeur Sanders. Don't you like everybody the same? I don't like everybody the same. So you like Shao less than you like me? I love all y'all different. I love different attributes that you have. You're my son, dude. You got a wonderful, giving, loving, caring heart. That's who you are. I miss you, boy. Come here. You're a good kid. You got a great heart. Don't you? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it is.
You don't believe me?
12. 12. Don't
You don't believe
talk
me?
to him,
Do you? Well,
George.
check this out. Isaiah 41:10 says, do not be afraid. I am with you. See, that's the signal, the permission, and the promise. So today, man, walk up in that thing like you know it's already yours. Not because you're ready, but because you know God already cleared the path. So comment walk ready if you're showing up for the assignment, even through uncertainty. I'm Coach George, and I'll see you next time on a Motivational Minute.
Walk up in that thing too. 12. My bad. Walk up in that thing. God already cleared the path. He done cleared the path. He done cleared the path. Even though they made you wait 5 rounds. Even though the devil got in somebody's spirit and made you wait. Made you wait 5 rounds. But still, somebody took a chance on you. Somebody gave you an opportunity. Big George just told you, man, walk up in that thing. Shedeur, walk up in that thing like we know you gonna do and go out there and give it your all. All you can do is give it your all. It's up to them to make the decision. It's up to the owner, general manager, and head coach. But as long as you know you gave it your all, man, you're gonna be all right. Boy, you a son. Boy, your dad been a winner. I wouldn't be following y'all if you wasn't no winner. I don't follow losers. I don't. Never have, never will. Shedeur, you him. You been him. You're a grown man now. You got this. God already done cleared the path. He putting you in a perfect situation. Joe Flacco. What can I say? What else to say? Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco. I ain't got to say nothing else. You competing against Joe Flacco. Kenny Pickett. Ain't nothing else me to say. You must compete against Kenny Pickett. What else you want me to say? Huh? Dylan Gabriel, quarterback from Auburn. You don't saw him. You saw him up close. The coaching staff saw him. Everybody else saw him. That watching. The world don't saw it. Them reporters out there don't saw it. Your Ricky Minicamp. What else to say? You can't go out and beat those three as a quarterback. As a quarterback. Come on, too. Big George said it best. He said it better than me. He done cleared the path. He done cleared your path. All you got to do is go up in there, walk up in that thing, just like you done preparation, and go out there and do that thing. We behind you. We behind. I know I'm behind. I ain't never going to sway. I'm behind you 100%. Boy, you starting game one. You starting game one. You going to beat out Dylan Gabriel. I already don't think you don't jump ahead of him. You already don't beat him out. Only person you got to deal with now is Kenny Pickett. They brought Kenny Pickett in to start. He was the first one they went after. They gave up a 5th round draft pick for Kenny Pickett. They didn't give up a damn thing for Joe Flacco. He was already out there. They didn't give up nothing for him. They just pulled him off the street. That's it. Didn't nobody else want him. They got him after they got Kenny Pickett. But I ain't even worrying about it. But Joe Flacco there to tell you about plays. Look at formation. Do film study with you. He really a quarterback coach. That's it. Emergency. Just in case y'all don't know the playbook. He can start it off. First and second game. He ain't going no longer than 3 games. His last 5 years, he ain't played no more than 5 games in a season. 5 years. 5 years. That's what he there for. What kind of message would the head coach, general manager, would tell the rest of the team if they rolled out there with Joe Flacco? They ain't trying to win. Why would they risk that with free agent coming up next year just to go out there and show the world y'all got Shedeur Sanders, refuse to play him, and you want to play with Kenny Pickett? Why in the hell, if I'm the best wide receiver, want to come up there? I'm the best linebacker that want to come up there. Why I want to come up there? Y'all playing game. You ain't got time to play game. Cleveland Brown has 2 first-round draft picks next year. They can use that for a wide receiver or a defensive player or an offensive line. You need to see what Shedeur can get out there and do in a 17-game season. See, can he read a blitz? See, can he stay healthy? See, can he take a hit? You ain't got time to play. But I tell you this one thing. You play with Sports Talk with B. Watts, boy, I'm gone. Cleveland Brown, I'm gone. You ain't got to worry about me coming. You really think I'm going to sit up here and talk about Joe Flacco? Why? Shedeur sitting on the sideline. You really think my chat going to join my membership just to talk about Kenny Pickett? Really? I tell you what, general manager and head coach, ask I Love CC. Will she tune in to Cleveland Brown with Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, or Kenny Pickett at the starting quarterback? While Shedeur sitting on the sideline with a big old coat on, with one of them furs hood on, coat on, freezing on TV. You ask her, I Love CC. Ask me Philly Smith. I tell you what, you ain't even got to ask him. Ask A1 Sport. Ask Lil Bucky. You think this a game? Y'all really think this a game? Okay, then. Like I say, keep playing. When we all see. Because the big man, Garrett, up there in Cleveland, he gonna tell it all. He gonna tell it all. And we listening and we watching. We listening and we watching before we come. Now, if you want us to come, Shedeur Sanders, quarterback number one. I come to tour you game. I ain't coming up there to see no Joe Flacco. I'm not coming up there, spend my ticket on the plane, Uber to get to the station, and a ticket, and buy none of your drinks. You can keep your hot dog and your popcorn. I'm gonna bring my own. You watching Sports Talk. Boy, I'm telling you, you better do it. Boy, look at him. Look at him. Boy, tonight, it's going to be a movie. What? I don't do shows when I'm by myself. I do shows on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Yeah. But when I'm going to make a movie tonight. Boy, I got this thing already laid out for tonight. What? I got my note. Boy, Shedeur standing. Boy, I'm finna put on a show. Little Bucky. Well on media. Well, I appreciate everything you do with me over there on Instagram. I see you when you spread my stuff out. Yeah. I appreciate that, Bob. I really do. You watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I appreciate you. Chat. I thank y'all. I'm sorry I overlooked. I told you when I'm by myself, I get in the zone. That's what I love, CC, Miss Kimberly Nash Williams. That's what Philly Smith. They dying now. Miss E. Willer. That's what they dying for. Now we got Miss Debbie and Miss Me. Yeah. That's what they dying. They members, so they supposed to take care of the chat. I got a show to do. I'm trying to get the ESPN. I'm trying to get the Netflix. I'm on my way. Oh, you think it's the game? June the 1st is over. I'm right here at least 2 times a day. Starting June the 1st. Well, next week, because this week gonna be my last week. Yeah, today, Thursday, my last day. I ain't coming. They know I ain't coming. Thursday, my last day. Thursday is it. It's a wrap. Officially, June the 1st. I need that 401k. I know my boss lady looking. She always watch. So, hey, it is what it is. She know, though. You know. I got to give a shout out to Jamal. I don't know if y'all watch American Idol. I don't, but my lady friend, she'd watch it. She said Jamal did his thing. She sent me the video. Of Jamal. Hey, that dude can sing. I got to get it to him. He can sing, y'all. The dude got a voice. So I got to give him a little shine tonight. Right here. I'm going to give him about 30 minutes shine. Jamal, congratulations. American Idol. I don't watch it, but hey, he did. Shout out to him.
She belongs to you. And it was just my imagination. Once again, running away with me. Oh, yeah. It was just my imagination. Running away with me.
That's all it was. It was just my imagination. It was just Coach Prime imagination. Running away with him. He wanted to coach his son. Get him off the cross. It was just Coach Prime imagination. And Shedeur that they want to play for the New York Giants. Hey, it was just their imagination. But guess what? I told you. This story is in the Bible. Joseph. Read the story of Joseph in Genesis chapter 4, 40 through 45. They sold him off to Egypt. And when they came back to Egypt, it was a famine in the land. They needed something to eat. And they had to go to Egypt to get it. Well, guess who they had to run into to get that corn? Joseph. The person they sold off. Joseph. Shedeur. The NFL need a new face. Well, guess who it is? Shedeur. They sold him off to Cleveland. They finna build a new stadium. Shedeur is gonna be the prince. Not Egypt, like Joseph, but he gonna be the prince of Cleveland. And if you ain't careful, he just might be the prince of the NFL. You heard it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Hit that like button, and comment in the comment section once the video has been uploaded. And always, if you want to support the broadcast, cash out me, or you could join the membership. I appreciate it. I'm halfway there. Thanks for the people who joined. I'm halfway there after I started this, 3 weeks ago. People gave me the head ups on the membership. I'm halfway there. I wanted 100 by the time of the first game of the season, and I'm halfway there today. Just my imagination. Come on, boy, take me out.
She belongs to you, and it was just my imagination once again running away with me. Oh yeah, it was just my imagination running away with me. Every night on my knees I pray. Oh, hear my plea. Don't ever let another take a love from me, or I surely die, surely die. Oh, and it was just my imagination once again running away with me. Oh yeah, it was just my imagination running away with me. Oh yeah, running away with me. Oh yes, running away with me.
Congratulations, Jamal. Congratulations, my dog. Sports Talk will be what? Colorado, Shedeur, Colorado players in the NFL, and a little entertainment just to make your day a brighter day on Sports Talk. We'll be what? Just my imagination. I'm headed somewhere. I'm headed somewhere. Trying to get to the top. Small challenge, but with your help, we're going to get there together. Just my imagination. They sold him. They sold him. They sold him to Egypt. But in Egypt, he became the prince by 30 years old. Genesis chapter 40 through the 45th. Shedeur Sanders will be the prince of the NFL. You ain't got to like it. You just got to accept it.
Y'all
It is
gonna
what it
stop
is.
talking about Cleveland. Y'all gonna stop talking about Cleveland. We still got Shedeur, arguably the best quarterback in this draft, and he headed to Cleveland, and he loved Jesus. The family is saved. Send him to the Word Church, Dion. We'll take care of him. We got him. Let's go! Go Browns! Go Browns! Ah!
Are you practicing to practice, or you practicing to be great?
Which way am I going?
What's coming? You on the way.
Go plus. Hey, watching Sports Talk. We'll be Watts. I'm your boy Bernard Watts, live right here in Boulder, Colorado. Getting ready to watch Coach Prime in the Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, let's go Buffs.
I just want to tell everybody, you know, we get a lot of flack about me being in the portal and all right now. We've got 3 freshmen on offense that's contributing. We got Jordan Seaton, Michael Welch, and Draylon Miller. So don't let anybody out there tell you we're not recruiting high school players. We're recruiting elite high school players to come here because we're looking for guys that can play immediately. We're not looking for guys to come here in red shirt and sit on the bench and play. We're looking for guys to come here and play now.
We should